Yes, guys, how are we doing? I am back from Dubai. What a lovely 10-day break. Very needed, some sun, eating good food, a couple cocktails, I must admit. But we are back. We're back in the UK, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm going to take you basically through a week in my life, a little bit of a vlog style. I've got a few exciting things happening, so stay tuned. But yeah, came back. When did I come back? Saturday. I had a massage yesterday because I was absolutely wrecked after flying and basically doing nothing for 10 days. So I am feeling very, very tender today. But getting a massage, honestly, when you're coming off a plane, is just the best thing. Can't recommend it enough. Feel like a new man, to be completely honest. But yeah, it's been a good break, and we're back into it. So I'm going to take you in a little bit of a week of life. I've just had my 2 morning calls that I always have on a Monday morning: a sales and ops call and a full AF group call. So just setting the plan for the week, some non-negotiable stuff, some sort of delegation to our members of staff. But yeah, it's really good. I'm looking forward to this week, and I'm going to take you along with me. Let's go. Okay guys, we are just taking the dog on a little bit of a walk to the dog park. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but shut the gate. But he absolutely loves it. It's literally just a massive, massive field. This little shitbag, I do love him really. If I just let him off a lead anywhere, he just goes mental. Obviously he's a spaniel, so it's nice just taking him to a nice enclosed dog park. It's not far from the house, and yeah, just throw a ball for him. Also means I can just sit on a bench over there. He can do whatever he wants to do, and I can just do some work. But this, guys, is what I dream of. I mean, look at this weather. It's absolutely unbelievable. I can come out with the dog. There he is. Come out with the dog, do some work. And this is the freedom that having your own property business or any business lets you have. It's time freedom, location freedom. And I don't mean that in the corny way that everybody says of, I can live where I want, blah, blah, blah. I get all that. But it's the simple things. And I posted an Instagram post about it the other day. If you've not seen it, go check it out on my Instagram. But essentially it's just, working on your own dreams in your own time frame and being able to do what you want to do at whatever time of the day. Not having to ask or get permission to go take your dog or go to a doctor's appointment or dentist or whatever that is. That is the biggest thing for me. So yeah, if it's one lesson, just chase your own dreams and don't work for somebody else's dreams. Chase your own dreams, because you're only on this planet once. It's as simple as that. And I'd hate to be sort of in a place when I'm older where I sit there and I go, I wish I would have done something. I wish I would have done my own thing, So yeah, take that lesson, do whatever you want with it. Doesn't really impact me, but yeah, I'm just gonna have a nice day, nice morning with the dog. Done some work this morning, as you've just seen, a few meetings, been back to back in meetings this morning, and then get a bit of fresh air with the doggo, and then yeah, crack on with the rest of the day.
Darling, 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 there's no need to worry. It's just a couple things. On my brain. If it's you and another, there's no need to worry. Cause I can sleep between.
What was that? What was that?
Nothing, mate, nothing.
It's been a good week so far. Had one of the network members just secure his first deal, which is insane. Literally, I think network members have bought 10 properties in the last 2-3 weeks. We've sourced about 8 properties elsewhere, and I'm not even a deal sourcer. And it just goes to show the power of a network. Like, your network is the biggest thing. Very, very cliche, network is your net worth, but ultimately, I think if you don't have a strong network, I don't know how you can get anywhere in property. It's as simple as that. But yeah, we sourced a lot of deals. We'll probably source 1 or 2 this week. And yeah, it's been a good week so far, even though it's Tuesday. I'm going to take you along for the rest of the week. But I also watched a podcast, Diary of a CEO, with the founder of Airbnb, founder of Snapchat. And he made a really good point about when he had the offer from Mark Zuckerberg to buy it for like 3 billion quid. And the reason why they didn't take the offer was because they had already taken money off the table. And I think this is one thing that people don't understand, especially in property, but in business in general. Like, when you can make money, make money. And I know that sounds stupid because obviously you're going to make money. But a lot of people don't capitalize on opportunity. Whereas the CEO of Snapchat, when they were able to take a lot of money off the table, like $10 million, that would set them up for life, set their family up for life, when invested correctly, it then meant that their vision wasn't clouded moving forward. So it meant that when they got a big offer, they didn't have to take it because they were already set for life. And I know that's a wild example, and we are not selling businesses for 3 billion quid, and some people will never get to the stage of being able to take 10 million quid off the table. But in property, this example can be put towards something else. For example, let's say somebody wanted to hold a property as a buy-to-let and make X amount per month, but when they were to do that, if they were to refinance, then they would pretty much have no money left in the bank. My advice on that point would be, if you could actually just sell that property and make 10, 15, 20k and take money off the table and build your bank account back up instead of depleting it, that's what I'd do. Especially if you're at the start of your property career, I wouldn't be holding on to stock because your cash pot's just going to deplete. Hence why, the number one piece of advice that I give clients that we work with through AFPR Network is, when you can make money, make money. If you have a good flip opportunity, I would flip that property all day long. If you have a good BRR but you don't have a lot of cash in the bank, again, I would turn that into a flip. So I'd buy it, I'd refurb it, and I'd flip it on, even if you're only going to make 10, 15, 20k, okay? And that sounds like I'm giving somebody advice to buy stock with low margins. That's the complete opposite. But if they're already in that deal, when they're umming and ahhing on whether to sell it or keep it, well, at the start of your career, if you've not got a big cash pot, then I would get rid. Because ultimately you want that cash pot to be 100, 200, 300k, in my opinion, before you start holding property, because your pot's just going to deplete. You then want to use the cash pot that you've built up through flipping, trading, sourcing, cash flow business, whatever that is. You want to use that cash pot to ultimately pay investor interest. So let's say you've got £100,000 in the bank. Most people would think you could do 2-3 properties with that. I could do 10, and the reason for that is because you will deplete your cash pot so much. What I will do is go out and raise money. I'll do the deal and I'll leave 10k in the deal, and that 10k most of the time is investor interest on 100 grand, 10%, whatever. So with that, my 100 grand pot, I would now be depleted to 90k rather than depleting it to 60k if I held that property and didn't have to pay interest or whatever that was. So it's kind of a flip in the mindset of build that cash pot first and then get to the stage where you have a cash pot. You can borrow investor capital, which you can do from the start anyway, but at the start, again, if you leave money in a deal, how are you going to pay the investor back? So that's why at the start you have to be flipping to build that cash pot, to then utilize those funds to pay the investor back when your cash pot starts depleting. So 100 grand, I typically average 10, 15k a deal left in. So then that would get me 10 deals by the end of it by raising investor finance. So just a little bit of a tip. Hopefully it's helpful. Something that I didn't learn from day one. It's something that I've learned over time through running the business, through coming up against problems, and ultimately by doing it well for the last few years. So hopefully that's helpful. We have going playing paddle on Thursday, which will be awesome with some property people. Hopefully the sun is like this because it's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm literally just going to work in the garden for the rest of the day because this weather is unbelievable.
Summer season won't be gone for too long.
Many nights, summer season. What a banger this is.
Summer season got me right where you are.
Yeah. The absolute degenerates.
Camera away.
Where's the house? Get my bag. Like I said, we are going seeing one of the network members' flip projects, which has literally just finished. So I'm so excited. I'm going to show you around. So let's go.
Pretty big space.
Should have been 102.
Why?
The first EPC says 102 when
Oh,
we had
yeah.
ours done and we'd done our measures, it's 91.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not very nice.
Nice gaff. Beautiful gaff.
Smells really nice as well.
What a weird comment to make that was.
Scented.
Scented.
It adds to the ambience.
This is class though, guys. Look at this. This is actually fucking well nice. Look at that. Whoa. This is how you design a flip, guys. This house is ridiculous. Go on the YouTube, on the old YouTube game there. Let me just show you this kitchen as well, because this kitchen is fucking nice.
I found it behind the curtains when we came to view.
Whoa. Oh, that is nuts.
Is it dated
Lovely.
anywhere?
Yes. I can't remember where.
1973.
There you go.
Wow.
Take a look there.
They're the originals.
Well, thanks for showing us around.
No, it's been amazing.
What a
Thanks for coming,
flip.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
On to the next. This car's a shithole. Well, guys, that was so good. Honestly, seeing that flip, two network members are honestly the nicest people on the planet. Yeah, super happy for them, super proud of them as well, because they've done 99.9% of that work themselves, which is insane because they are not tradespeople. They've worked in corporate jobs prior to that. They've got rent to rents and all that sort of stuff, but the first flip, and yeah, super happy for them. So yeah, I'm just buzzing. It's so good to see a project that we sort of seen from the start and then get delivered in such a good quality, but also by people that you want to do really well. And yeah, super happy. Numbers sound good. So yeah. Yes, guys, it is Thursday. We are off to play some paddle. Adam over there doing business calls as usual. Big match today. Me, Adam, Ash and Jason, all property entrepreneurs, looking forward to it. Gonna absolutely smoke them, if I say so myself. But yeah, I'll show you a little bit of the game. And yeah, who would have thought it 5 years ago that we can be out here 11 o'clock on a Thursday morning and we can just come and play paddle. You make your own life, you make your own luck in life. If you want to be able to do this, and I know it's only a little thing, then you ain't going to be able to do it working for somebody else. It's as simple as that, guys. So listen, get out there, fucking chase your dreams. Come on, let's go twat them. Let's get them, boys.
Yeah, it was.
So guys, paddle done. Yeah, let's not talk about the friggin' score. It's one of those, isn't it? You win some, you lose some. But we had a good time anyway, and good to catch up for some lunch after with some of the property lads. Yeah, it's all about surrounding yourself with like-minded people, you know. It's good understanding their business models further, them understanding ours further, seeing how we can work together, talking about the future plans, the market and all these different things. General entrepreneurship, and it's just all about who you surround yourself with. So yeah, it's been an awesome day so far. Just going to get a trim, just driving now to the barbers, and then it's a night of work. I have quite a lot of things to set up. We are planning for a retreat in June, July time for AFPR network members. So we're probably going to go to Lake District, do some clay pigeon shooting, do some cool stuff. I'm looking forward to that. And then I have a couple calls tonight which I need to jump on. I've also got a webinar that I am jumping on. Again, I've invested in my education this year quite heavily, not even just property, but general entrepreneurship and networking. And again, I'm expanding my network, and I think it's the biggest thing you can do as someone that's just starting out in property or in business in general, is expand your network, because it's the fastest way to grow, it's the fastest way to get rich, it's the fastest way to make money. So yeah, got some calls tonight. I'll show you a couple of them, a webinar also, and then tomorrow's quite a quiet day. Normally I don't work past about 1 o'clock on a Friday. Take Friday afternoons off, so does all of our staff. Nice little treat for everybody every single Friday. And also, I want to go to the pub. I want a beer like 1 p.m. on a Friday when the weather's like this. Do we want to be sat in an office? No. But as always, as a business owner, you are 24/7 anyway. So last night I finished work. I think I finished work about midnight. The night before was about 2 a.m. So long days. Don't mind it. I work at night as well, so working at night for me is so much better than working in the morning. Typically have calls in the morning, but don't really start actual work until midday, and then I'll work till midnight, 1, 2, 3 a.m. At night time as well. So
Learning on the job. Well, I'm learning on the job because
but if you use it in the right way, you could just continue to have that 100 grand in that bank for the rest of your life. And that, guys, is where this vlog is ending. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you can. Hit like, put the notification bell on, do all of that YouTube jazz. But next week we have an absolute banger of a video and you don't want to miss it. So stay tuned. Have a good one.